What up, comic book fam? Happy new comic book day, February 2nd, 2022. I almost hit the 10 book limit this week. Only got 12 books this time, plus one trade that I couldn't pass up. Can't wait to get into it with you. But before I get into my haul, I did want to give you a winner for my giveaway last week. I dropped a little sneaky giveaway into it where all you had to do was go down below and give me a comment with the hashtag GoChiefs, and it would give you a chance to win this Venom number 4 David Yarden variant, the ASM 300 homage that everybody was hype about. If you didn't pre-order this thing, you probably missed out on it. So we had 8 people jump down and give me that Go Chiefs hashtag comment. That's gonna be J80 Hobbies. Thank you for coming through. It's gonna be my homie Brian LCS. Check out his channel. We've got Beckerman, who is a stand-up comedian to me. Thank you, sir. We've got Chop and Drop in the mix. Thank you as always for your support on this channel. We've got a comic bookworm. So thank you for jumping in and giving me that hashtag. We've got Minutia Minute. Again, always appreciate your support on this channel. We've got my homie Southpaw Brad Station, homie. Thank you for coming through. And then last but not least, we've got David Wu. David, I think you're new around here, or at least you've been a lurker, but I appreciate you coming out of the woodwork and giving me a comment. So those are the 8 commenters who gave themselves a chance to win. I went over to commentpicker.com to give myself my winner, and Brian LCS came up as the winner. So congratulations, Brian. This is your copy of Venom number 4. Hit me up on Instagram and we can work out how I can get this one out to you. But thank you for your support, Brian. I really appreciate you catching that sneaky little giveaway, and look for more of those in the future. Starting with DC Comics, as always, we've got Dark Knights of Steel number 4 from Tom Taylor. This is an Elseworld story with Batman and Superman and Wonder Woman and Superwoman and all these characters, but it's set up in a different way in kind of a medieval times with some different setups. I've been enjoying it. I've been real curious about what's going on and what's going to happen. So locked in for number 4. Still with DC Comics, we've got Batman 120 from Joshua Williamson, Jorge Molina on the art. I've been falling a little behind on Batman, but I do plan to catch up soon. Batman is one of those books that I just want to collect for whatever reason. Next up, still with DC Comics, we've got Arkham City, Order of the World from Dan Waters. I've been enjoying this book. It's been weird. It's got a different sort of weird, creepy setting to it, and I like it. We've got the 10-eyed man out here being weird as hell and super interesting at the same time. And I've really been enjoying the art on this one. So loving the story, loving the art, locked in for the next one. Moving on to Marvel Comics, we've got Amazing Spider-Man number 88. We've got Zeb Wells writing, another Arthur Adams cover. I've been enjoying Spider-Man enough to keep going with it. It's just one of those books that I want to keep in my collection. And I've been interested in this Ben Reilly stuff, so we're locked in for number 88. Still with Marvel Comics, we've got Alien number 9. This has not been the best story. I'm not going to tell you that you got to be reading this story. I'm not an Alien fan. I've never actually seen an Alien movie, but it's one of those pop culture things that I'm interested in. So I decided to jump in on number 1 for that reason. And it's been good enough. I'm on number 9 here, and I'm interested enough to keep going. Still with Marvel Comics, we've got Daredevil, Woman Without Fear, number 2, Chip Zdarsky on the writing. I was feeling Elektra as Daredevil, been interested in it, really been liking the way that she's been drawn. So I'm locked in for this new series with her. Still with Image Comics, we've got Sabretooth number 1. We got Victor Lavelle on the writing. I was reluctant to jump in on another Marvel series. I always am. I'm trying to keep as close to that 10 book limit as possible. But with Victor Lavelle writing this one, I had to jump in on it and check it out. He is the writer of the recent Boom Studios series, Eve, and I really enjoyed that book, so it was enough for me to give Sabretooth number 1 a try. And then last for Marvel Comics, I had to pick up The Truth here, Captain America Truth. This is the trade for the Isaiah Bradley story for Captain America. And I was really interested in it after getting a piece of it in the Captain and Winter Soldier series on Disney+. So looking forward to jumping in on that. Moving on to Image Comics, we've got Nocterra number 7. It is finally back. This was one of my top books of 2021. I really enjoyed this story and this world that Scott Snyder has built up. And I've really got a thing for women heroes, I guess. All of my favorite characters right now seem to be women, and Val is no exception to that rule. I love this character, and I cannot wait to jump back into this world. Really looking forward to whatever Netflix is going to do with this series. Can't wait for casting news. Still with Image Comics, we've got Spawn 326. Spawn, another one of those books that I'm just following, keeping in my collection, and I'm enjoying it. The art is just always banging week to week, and it's always a great quality book for $3. So always down to support the Todd father and what he's got going on. Looking forward to jumping in on this one. Still with Image Comics, we've got Geiger number 1, the 80-page giant special, and that is a giant special. We've got a number of writers on this one, with Jeff Johns leading the way. I have been enjoying this world. This was another one of those new books that I got really excited about last year, and I can't wait to jump back in and see what they're gonna do in terms of expanding this world. Moving on to Boom Studios, we've got Basilisk number 7 from Cullen Bunn. This has been one of those rare Cullen Bunn stories that I feel like I've been able to grasp what the story is and follow along. I'm interested in the setup here. We've got this interesting character, Reagan, helping out this woman who's trying to get revenge on these chimera, or this group of people with special powers who don't have any particular care or worry about human being lives. So I like this one, jumping in here, sticking in with number 7. And then moving on to Aftershock Comics, we've got Chicken Devil number 4. We've got Brian Buccellato on the writing and then Hayden Sherman on the art. And I've been loving both of these guys in this book. They've been meshing quite well to tell this story about a man who lost his family in some sort of like mob hit action a la Ozarks on Netflix, a lot like that. But as the story progresses, we find out things we thought were true in the beginning aren't actually true. And the story has taken some twists and turns, and it takes more in this book. I really like how they finished this book up. It appears to be the end of a first arc, but I like the setup for a new arc, and I'm really interested in this world, locked in. All right, it's another week, it's another new comic book day, and it's another video from me showing off my stuff that I got. Really appreciate all of you who are still locked in and watching now, and I want to sneak in another giveaway for you. You've heard me talk extensively about Billy the Kit from Blue Juice Comics. It's a new book that's under the radar for most, but it's one of my favorite books going right now. We've got 4 issues out so far, with 5 coming next month, but I have extra copies that I want to share with you. So the giveaway this week is going to be Billy the Kid number 1 through 4. All you got to do to give yourself a chance to win 4 comic books from me this week is to drop down in the comments and give me a hashtag comic book circumstances, spelled the way I've given it to you right here. As long as you get that hashtag in there, I will enter you in the giveaway, and I will announce the winner of that giveaway in next week's comic book video. So while you're here, let me know, what was your read of the week? What was your cover of the week? For me, you already know it was number 1 on my top 10 preview. That's going to be Nocterra number 7 from Scott Snyder. Really excited to jump back into this world with Val. And then for a cover of the week, I'm gonna cheat. It was one that I had to order online, but it was my number 1 cover in my top 10 cover art for this week. And that's gonna be the Liz Wonder Tyler Kirkham exclusive cover for Nocterra number 7. I really enjoyed the look of that cover, and I like the Wonder Woman style to Val on this one. So I went ahead and ordered that bad boy online, and I'm choosing it as my cover of the week. week. But you probably had a better read of the week, a better cover of the week. Drop down below and let me know what you got going on, because I'm probably excited about it as well. I'm just missing out. And then while you're down there, go ahead and give yourself a chance to win my giveaway this week by giving me that hashtag comic book circumstances. But that's all I've got for you this week. Until next time, peace, comic book fam.